Hey, good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. I hope you're well. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. Yesterday, the Nasdaq was down over 142 points, and the S&P was also down significantly. However, the Dow was slightly up. One of my colleagues stated just this morning, he said the Dow was up near 1% yesterday, and within 12 minutes, it turned from positive to nearly negative and closed up only 26 points. And he stated correctly, take your profits quickly. So I do like speaking to him, and I thought I'd mention that to give him the credit that he's the one that's saying take your profits quickly, and he's absolutely correct. So let's look at a bit more at the broader market. So yesterday, the tech stocks were down again. Apple was down more than 1%, but the big drop is Twitter, because Elon Musk has put a hold. He's actually said he's putting a hold on the purchase of Twitter. Then Twitter's had its seventh successive session on a down. And the question is, where's it going? So I said yesterday, and I've said in some other broadcasts, that Twitter, if Elon Musk pulls out, could fall all the way down to $22 a share, because it's got no prospect of making money in the future. Twitter is a losing media platform. It's the worst media platform of all the media platforms, and without Elon Musk, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's finding it very difficult to monetize its particular media platform. So Twitter will become a sell, and definitely short, if Elon Musk pulls out. However, as I said yesterday, if he continues showing interest in it and is willing to take a bigger stake or take over Twitter, then you're going to have a situation where Twitter will go a lot higher. The other breaking news, which was interesting, was McDonald's is pulling out of Russia after 30 years in business, and that's going to have a major impact on its profits, around about 1.2 to 1.4 billion markdown on foreign currency exchanges. Remember that McDonald's makes its money in the Russia on the ruble, and the ruble has actually been trashed since the Ukraine-Russia war. I do believe that the ruble is going to go stronger. So if you're looking for a long outside bet or a unusual bet, I'd probably go long of the ruble, because I think it's probably going to gain strength going over time. But McDonald's has pulled out of Russia after 30 years. If anyone who's over the age of 40 or 50 will remember in the Cold War, or when 1989, 1990, the Iron Curtain was pulled down, then the Russians and the Eastern Europeans were begging for McDonald's, and McDonald's set up in Russia and provided a Western taste of the Big Mac or the Fast Mac in Russia. But now they're pulling out after 30 years. The other interesting point came up yesterday is that oil's gone up significantly. If you look at oil, it's just rising, probably due to summer demand in the States, but it's running around about the $112, $113 a barrel, with the price of the pump in the States based on a gallon is running around about $5.87 up to, I've been told, $7.50 in California. So Warren Buffett increased his stake yesterday in Occidental Petroleum on the basis that he believes that oil is going to go up significantly, and therefore the petroleum companies are going to benefit from that. I do believe that oil is going to go up also. I think it's going to go to 125 very, very quickly and then move on to 150. One of my viewers mentioned yesterday, he says, is there any good news out there? Well, the good news is, if you believe it, of course, is that the analysts, the investment bankers, the experts, all the people that are paid $500,000, $700,000 a year salaries said by the end of the year, inflation will be totally under control. So in 6 months, inflation will be totally under control. I don't think so. But those are the analysts that are paid between $500,000 and $700,000 a year. Who am I to say that I can challenge them and say that's not going to be true? I don't believe so. I think inflation is going to be a lot higher by the end of the year, but they're saying it's going to be under control. So that's the good news. The viewers are looking for the good news. Inflation is going to be under control. I'm trying to see where else there's going to be good economic news. We have to remember we've had 10 years to 12 years of very good news in financial markets, in the high growth sector, with very cheap mortgages. So to have that realigned now is not bad news. We're just going back up to a level that we're not used to, and therefore it's deemed as bad news. So mortgages are going to get more expensive, rates are going to go up, inflation is going to go up, in my opinion. I don't make $700,000 a year or $500,000 a year, but that's my opinion. Rates are going to go up. The 10-year bond also has creeped up yesterday, back up to 2.86%. You have to remember that the 10-year bond, it goes up when there is a refuge for seeking for safety, okay, or safe haven. Now what's happened is that the yield's gone up because money has moved into high interest bearing securities, and therefore that's pushed the price down and the yield up, because people are pulling money out to say, let's put it elsewhere in something that can give a good return. Bitcoin yesterday fell $1,600. My view is Bitcoin is going to continue falling all the way down to 20,000. Some viewers have said it's going to go down to 5,000. That might be the case. I'm not sure if that's 5,000 going to be this year, but 20,000, in my opinion, is going to be in the next couple of weeks. And overall, I think the Nasdaq is well overbought. And that's it for today. Have a good day driving markets.